Hello everyone. Time for episode 14. I think it's a combination episode, so they've got to find out a lot of information. I mean, they found out a lot before, and then a ghostly, bloody hand decided to try and hurt them. So we'll see who's able to pick up on the clues. We're also going to see who's going to tease who in this episode. And I'm curious who's going to make it out as well. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share.
看到了吗？看到什么？柜子后面的血手印。
Okay, yeah. At least he's talking about it.
打完柜倒了，你没事吧？是不是刚进去那个人干的？
Person just went in? Who's that?
一个女生，看样子好像是个学生，我以为是去档案室帮忙的。对了，不知道是不是我眼花看错了。
So, well, we know who that is.
头发长长的，除了走路姿势奇怪，没什么特点，就一个普通女生。
Must be her, yeah.
是什么呀？
The dead girl?
恭喜你，你是第一个见到门神却还活着的人。
Like, what happens with the experience points? Like, are you given something?
你就别逗他了，要不是小庄在外面等着，咱们还不知道门神的特征是什么呢。
True. And not these two being left alone.
他那是在考验你呢，你是不是傻没看出来？
真的？
What else could it be?
我不喜欢白鞋，我有喜欢的人。
Oh, we know. Wait. Yeah, no, something could happen here because they're separated.
你有完没完？我都说了我不喜欢啊！
毕亮亮，
That's not me. Don't shh.
我小时候家里穷，这大字不认识几个，要不你自己进来看看。
Oh.
你果然很有趣。
Yeah. Because obviously he didn't give in to her.
我上了多久
10几分钟。
Over 10 minutes?
我刚在里面又遇到桌子了。
桌子这小女孩够淘气的，跑男厕所里去了。
这是重点吗？
She's interested in him.
他不是遇到车祸了吗？就是从他那条断腿中流出来的。
That's a lot of blood there.
要是不知道经济条件的人，估计已经中招了。
那我
True.
们要不要把这个告诉其他人呢？
还挺善良。
我没听错吧？你刚才这是在表扬我？
I wouldn't say that was... Yeah, I wouldn't say it was proper praise. Maybe like semi-praise.
我又长不胖，
Oh, lucky you! I don't gain
你的
weight.
腰好像是水桶腰吧？
Oh, he's so...
我一点儿也不胖。
They have a thing about weight.
行吧。
They can finish that between two of them. That's not that much. I like how we just watch it and the chicken disappear bit by bit. Let's find out who the missing person is.
你这只手不仅能开锁，还
我可
可以
不是小偷。
Yes, you are.
你看得到他们脸上的雾气吗？
我看不到。
关你屁事。
Have you not realized you've been sent back here? Don't just pick things up. Are you gonna see her through that? Yep. So those kaleidoscopes reveal things that are hidden.
刚刚遇到江信红了，跟了一段才发现跟错人。
wasn't the wrong person. He just disappeared somewhere else.
你真看不到吗？
真看不到。
就像你能听到我听不到的东西一样，我也能看到你看不到的东西。
Ah. How interesting.
江信红，请你聊聊。
For a student who's only in grade 3, he looks way too old. How many years were you kept back?
我可什么都不知道，我也什么都没问呢，就这么肯定的回答我。照片上少的那个人叫什么名字？
Well,
你们从哪儿找到的？
you know, looking around.
只是想知道照片上缺少那个人是谁，到底叫什么名字？你不想尽早回到正常生活吗？
Good choice of wording.
不作词。
So it is her.
那我们得去问问那个老师了。不知道你们注意到没有，照片上那个老师
Is that teacher that came out of the class, yeah.
听说那个教学楼死过很多学生，
那都是意外事故。
Were they?
而且，他根本不属于这里。
为什么？
Why?
我们这个学校啊，只招收
So it's because she was poor.
学费很贵吗？
对于一般家庭来说啊，根本负担不起。
Well, how much is it?
他独自回家，在公路上发生的车祸，被车压断了腿，失血过多而死。
货车司机呢？没有。
Yeah, what happened? Yeah.
你们问完了没有？我马上要去上课了，请不要耽误我的备课好吗？
Or what? What will you do?
有什么事吗？
就是我有个叫聂晨的队友，他一直没有回来。
Oh no.
看来门里的厕所不能轻易上啊！不是在厕所里死了人，就是从厕所里出来。
Yeah, it's true. Actually, yeah.
一天到晚白接白接白接，听得我都烦死了。真想快点出这扇门。
我也想赶紧出这扇门，这样就能早点见到白姐了。
You seriously gotta stop talking about her. Please give him something else to do.
毕业考试就是我们最后的死线。那要是万一我们还没找到药，
She was smart enough to figure out the deadline. Good on her.
你出来啊！
No.
你想知道真相吗？你出来啊！你们都爱骗人。来啊！你不是想知道真相吗？
I love how creepy she is. You know what? For someone with one leg, she's very fast.
都一样，只能说谎。
This must be the dead students. I don't understand what you're saying. I can't respond.
也可以一起唱。
Don't no. No no no. I like how they all hop and turn. Oh no, he's trapped. I like how you can know the whole song by listening to it throughout the episode. The lyrics come up. I forgot to mention about the kaleidoscopes in the last episode. Yep, they all just hop away. Oh, she froze. So that's a protection. I wonder when he's going to realise. Because, I mean, not exactly easy to think about everything with that going on. You should have kept that on you.
他快对我动手的时候，突然就消失了。
消失了。按理说门神不应该这么轻易的放手。
Exactly, there had to be a reason.
就一直逃命来着。
奇怪。
啊！
What was in the room?
那房间有一个万花筒，跟我下午在学校档案室见到的一模一样，不知道怎么就到那儿了。
Who's to say it's going to be there now? Is it going to be back there? Yeah.
有听到什么异常吗？
没听到。
Are you hearing it?
应该是受伤。
可是，即使死了，我们总得看到尸体吧？
I was going to say, you can't explain in a game how things can happen. About that. See it? Things are not what they seem. Oh.
这课本是陆佐子的。
There we go. There's another clue. You've got to look for her stuff.
不只是被同学不理睬这么简单，而是被所有同学欺负了。
你有没有听到什么声音？比如
A song? Oh, these are the dead students. So they all, like, including the one who's still alive, bullied her. How is he able to do this?
一言不发。
这座位是佐子的。
你怎么知道？
Trust me, he knows.
这是陆佐子的奖状。
And he got ripped off.
看来这里没有什么其他线索。
咱们还是得去找江晴后。你先回去好好休息吧。
True. But also, I don't know if she should be separated from everyone. And it was first prize and they ripped it up.
今天还是来查档案的吗？
Nope, talk to you because you said something last time.
我们今天只想跟你聊聊。
跟我有什么好聊的？
你不是说学校里发生的事情你都记得吗？
Yes, you did.
谁啊？
陆佐子。
I knew it was going to end there. I was just like, of course it's going to end there. This has been kind of one of the longer doors that they've done. Right? Usually at this stage, we have already moved on to the next one. The kaleidoscopes, I forgot to mention in the last one, have been important. We've seen it highlighted in different doors and different stories. And when he uses the kaleidoscope, he can see her. And she didn't attack. She seemed afraid. So there's something to do with that. And she's very, very interested in Ling Ling. I think everyone at some point is interested in Ling Ling. He gets hit on by men and women galore. But yeah, the whole kaleidoscope thing was really interesting. So you've got to keep a note of that. As someone who was severely, severely, severely bullied, I do want to have a very visceral reaction to this. And I have no sympathy for all the students that died. But I did like that whole thing with them hopping when they were around her and all of their eyes. But she was severely bullied, including by the one that's not there. And you just feel really bad because she obviously was very talented, but she was treated very badly. Even that guy they went to, the teacher, said, she doesn't belong in our environment. So are you rich? Apart from working there, were you born into a rich family? Because if not, you'd be hypocritical. Do you not think so? It's kind of hard watching it, but it's really well done. I'm tossing and turning if this is my favourite or Door 2 was my favourite, but they're both up there. These are the two doors that I've enjoyed the most so far. This one has a really good story because it's really sad. There's lots of elements, but I will say they didn't really utilise the guy that died. I mean, they've lost someone, there's only 5 of them now, but... wait, where's the other guy who was with the 2 people? We haven't seen him the whole episode. So it's kind of like... So there is that woman and still someone else left, right? Because we didn't see him die. And he was paid to help the guy that died earlier to help him out. But yeah, there's a lot of stories that I knew they were going to go and speak to that man at some point because he said, I remember everyone. So if you remember everyone, you remember everything that happened. So we need to know about this truck driver and the accident, because it seems like she was murdered. That's how it's coming across. And if so, was it the teacher? Was it that student? Did they all know about it and kept it a secret? There's definitely a lot of dark elements to this story, which makes it fun because you're trying to figure out what's going on. And I also feel really sad for Seiko. But then I could feel sad, and then it turns around she did something. But she was excluded from the picture because she was more poor, because her award was ripped up, and yet she won first place. So she had the ability to achieve better than everyone else there, even though she came from a poor family. But yeah, there's a lot of classism and elitism in this story. It's actually pretty sad. And it's interesting as well that she's taken a liking to Ling Ling. But that kaleidoscope, she keeps that hamper with her, but that kaleidoscope is not the first time we've seen one. They clearly mean something. They're a clue, and I wonder if they'll figure out down the line, or we'll see another kaleidoscope, and then they will be like, we have to go back to these doors and collect kaleidoscopes, and what does it give you in the end? Because obviously you have to remember things as it goes along for the final big boss. But I also, that one of the most interesting things for me was the picture when it turned red, but also when Trumong said, you can see what I can't see, and I can see what you can't see, and the hearing, you can hear what I can't hear. So that's really interesting, because it's as if they're two halves of a whole. They're the complete opposite of each other, yin yang. And it makes sense if that's the case when he said there's a light in you, so there's something in him, so where they need each other to complete this. Because he could see something in the picture that we were privy to, but Ling Ling wasn't. And so and he's so protective of Ling Ling, and it leaves me curious why, and what that means if they can hear and see things that the other one can't. Plus, I think this episode really was highlighting these abilities that Ling Ling have. Like, he can see into the past. We know he can see into the future as well in elements. So it's interesting. This is quite an power to have in the show that hasn't been really explained. But we see him do it. Like this is not the first time he's had these type of hallucinations where he's privy to information and to figure things out. And I'm so looking forward to when they start revealing more about that and what it really does and why he has that. Unless it's just, playing the game too much. But there's something to it. All in all, very good episode. I'm imagining the next one would be the last part of it, because they're getting close to figuring out the story. They're very close. And I cannot wait. Thank you for watching.